morning, or whenever you're watching this, YouTube family and friends. This is welcome to my channel, Mary Born ND. Welcome to the end of November Sip and Chat. Well, we have a lot to be thankful for. 2025 has been an interesting year. We accomplished quite a lot. We learned some new things, experienced some new stuff, dealt with some health challenges, and all in all, I'm so grateful. I'm thankful for you for helping me get purpose to my 82-year-old life and for helping me have a place to share the things I do and the things I love. So this week, just a few days ago, we celebrated Thanksgiving. And like I said, we have so much to be thankful for. Over 20 years ago, I started a tradition where at that time the girls were young, very, very young. So I think Jessica was 8 and Sarah was maybe 5. And in order to give their parents a break, we would have them over for the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and they would spend the night. And then Thanksgiving morning, we would make bread and have hot chocolate and watch the parades together. My husband would, before he left for tennis, set up the fire, and we would have a lovely toasty warm fire, and it was just such a lovely thing. So it warms my heart to know that the girls enjoyed it as much as I did. So this Thanksgiving, they came over. Now Jessica's married and she lives over an hour away, but she still made it here by 7:30 in the morning. Sarah lives about 45 minutes away, and they both wanted to be here. And I was just very pleased that they liked the tradition and wanted to have it again. So in the beginning, I did everything. I had to help them shape the bread, and we always made bread, and each girl were able to make a loaf of bread. Oftentimes they liked to braid the bread because they had a difficult time creating the tension to shape the bread where it would rise nicely. And they liked to hide, especially Jessica, a nut inside the braid. And so it's something, Grandma, do you have any nuts? And so, yes, of course. So she hid a nut in her braid. Sarah wanted to make rolls. She liked to make rolls for dinner on Thanksgiving. And then, of course, we make sticky buns. So we make a variety of things, and I have a Bosch mixer, and it makes at least 4 loaves of bread. I've made as much as 6 in it. So it's a pretty large capacity mixer. And this year and last year, while we waited for the bread to rise, they helped me put up the Christmas tree. Well, actually, this year they did the Christmas tree. Earlier Earlier during the week, we had something happen where Sunday night, my husband was passing a kidney stone and it was scraping the tube that leads from the kidney to the bladder. And he was in a lot of pain. So I ended up having to call 911 and get him a little more comfortable for the drive to the hospital. But I'm very short. I'm 5'2" on a good day, and I'm not very flexible. So getting into vehicles that are a higher step than 6 or 7 inches is difficult. So when I saw them gurney him into the truck part of it, I said, I don't think I can make that step. And so the driver suggested I go around and get to the passenger side. So he brought me around to the passenger side. And while trying to get up into the seat, I collapsed. Collapsed on my knee and hurt it. And thankfully, he was there to catch me. So, but my knee's been hurting ever since, and it's getting better. But it's like when you get old, parts start to break down like an old vehicle. So, you just kind of have to expect that you're not going to be totally without pain all the time. So you have good days and you have bad days, and the days are getting better. But a tradition of my daughter-in-law and I is that we go Black Friday shopping, and we loved it. We loved it. It's been almost 20 years doing that, and it's evolved. And so has Black Friday. I mean, Black Friday starts on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so it's not like it used to be, where they would have 5 a.m. specials where you lined up around the building to get these deals. And I know a lot of people who don't do Black Friday don't understand it. I didn't understand it. Nothing is worth me sitting or standing in the cold weather for, but there's an energy about it. These same people that discount that will stand in line for like a concert or some other event and think nothing of it. So, and there's an energy, there was an energy about it where everybody was excited. They wore reindeer hats and funny sweaters, and just everybody got in the mood that Christmas time is here and we're going to have a good time. And so it isn't like tearing, I've been in a Macy's sale, and I will never go to a Macy's sale again. There were people shoving and pushing and throwing clothes, and it was a nightmare. So I'll never do that again. But Black Friday shopping is different. Everybody's in a joyous mood, and we're having a good time, and everybody's looking at good deals, and you get 60% off something. It's really exciting. So this year I could not be with her during this event, and it kind of saddened me, but I am grateful that I had a fabulous Thanksgiving. That again has changed. I used to do the cooking of the turkey and all the fixings and everything. And now my daughter-in-law does it, and I'm very grateful because I can't lift a 20-pound turkey out of an oven anymore. And with my knees the way they are, I can't can't really move around like I used to. So focusing on being grateful for what you have and not focusing on the things you don't have is really important. And I guess that's my message during this little sip and chat. If you can possibly focus on those things that you have, and they may be few, but being grateful for food, for shelter, for the basics in life, but especially those who care about you and want to be with you, or you want to be with them. So I hope that you've had a fabulous Thanksgiving and that it was a good kickoff to the holiday season. Advent is coming very soon, and I did last year a whole thing on Advent, what each week meant, and I hope that you view that. I will put a link in the description below. So happy holidays to you, and I hope that the season is wonderful for you. So until the next video, I want to thank you for joining me and subscribing to my videos, and I will see you in the next one.